Guys, look at this. These have just been harvested from the top of this tree over here. And look at the size of these. We've actually pre-boiled a few of these anyway, and we're going to be using them for a dish pretty soon with coconut. And pretty much you've got to get them like he has from the tree there and get them down and then boil them and do that overnight. That was done last night. So yeah, there they are from the tree, just literally in those bags, and then they all get set over there like. And that's literally what you do. Here's the big tree. All these bags are over them to cover them, to protect them from bugs and just insects and things like that. And that's pretty much how it's done, guys. So guys, this is the coconut, the fresh coconuts that are being cut open. And this is also what's going to be used for our meal, as I was saying earlier. So there's all the juice coming out, and then we will get all the meat later to pretty much include in the dish. That's a lot of coconuts being used. And this is the machete sort of thing that's getting it all out, getting her cracked open. And I see how he's using that to push in to pretty much open it, crack it. Yeah, very, very nice. Also guys, while he's doing this, over here the jackfruits are also being cut open too. Now they're quite tricky sometimes because whenever you cut them open, they're very, very, very sticky. And because of that, you have to either coat your hands in oil or get your hands sticky. It's literally those two options you have. So he's also using a leaf there over it now to maybe protect himself from the stickiness. But you can kind of see all this sort of white stuff that starts oozing out whenever it's being cut. And that's just all the sap, all that water, all that sort of sticky jackfruit juice that's on the outside that you don't want to get onto your hands. Now I'll try and zoom in for you here. And that is it. Hard at action there. All this stuff, all that skin is really, really tough and you can't eat any of that now. It just wouldn't taste good. So what you pretty much need to do is get all of that off, and then soon we will show you how to chop up the jackfruit from the inside too, because there's lots of different seeds inside it as well. But with the seeds you can actually boil them. You can boil the seeds, and actually whenever I've tried them before, they all taste different. So whenever I've tried them before, they all taste slightly different depending on the jackfruit. Even from the same jackfruit, all the seeds can taste slightly different, which is a really, really unique thing that I've never found with another type of fruit before. I must say though, jackfruit and coconut when mixed together, I have tried that and it is very, very nice. I think today we're also going to be having mango beans as well, so that'll be a nice texture to add into that dish as well, guys. Right guys, that's the jackfruit getting cracked open there, as you can see. So that is all the seeds, and it's pretty much getting chopped up into different little slices, and this makes it easier to boil. That one just cracked open twice in one go, I seen. But looking at all of these, there's a lot of jackfruit to go. And yeah, this is pretty much the process, guys. I've also got to show you over here, the coconuts are now being scraped. So all the inside meat of the coconut is now being put into a container. I can see the cat's in on the action as well, guys. There's the pig floating about somewhere too. In fact, it's right here. Down there, there's the big pig. And we've got all the animals chilling out. The pig is sleeping away there. I'm surprised he's not trying to want to eat the coconut. But here's the coconut action happening, guys. So I think there's a boya, which has actually been inside that coconut, which you don't always get in the coconuts, guys. And yeah, that's kind of like a coconut egg or something I've read. It's like, it doesn't taste anything like an egg, but it's like the baby of the coconut or something, that thing inside that. But all that usual stuff, that white meat is the meat, of course, and that's what's going to give us a nice sort of texture and consistency whenever we squeeze out some of the milk, and a few of those wee bits can get added into the dish as well. Here's that wee cat I was telling you about, just chilling out. And literally, look, guys, here's all these coconuts that have been chopped open just a minute ago, that we can see. And all of these, this one's actually got quite a lot in it. And look at the texture of that machine, this coconut grating machine. What is this machine called, John Mark? Is it called like a coconut scraper? Or how would you say what this is actually called in Tagalog?
God Koran.
Koran?
God Koran.
God Koran?
Yeah.
Guys, that sounds really, really funny because that's kind of like God and Quran, like the Bible that I think Muslims worship or something like that. And then it's called God Quran. That's crazy to have that. Not that I'll be saying it completely right with the right accent or anything, but yeah, that's just kind of funny. Like, there's so many. Is all of this for our dinner, John Mark, or is some of this just to feed the chickens and things?
I by the market.
Ah, okay. So some of this is to be sold on as this stuff. Yeah, in the market. And what are you eating, Cleo? Corn? This one here. This for corn? Is it nice? Is it very nice? Good, guys. So some of it is for the market, but we'll also be using it for our dish later as well, which will be cooked, I believe, on an open fire. So that will be interesting to see too, especially for you guys. I'm quite used to it by now, but you know, it'll be very fun to see, guys. And guys, yeah, we're still continuing to do the coconut here. We're nearly ready. Everything's got a bit brighter and a bit better, you know, so we're just going to see how it goes. Looking good. And look, our friend the pig is back. Hello, oink oink oink. What you doing? Right guys, it's time to make some kindling or tinder from this wee stick here, and we'll get that ready for the fire, but I've got to use this thing to pretty much chop it. Bear with me, I'm not too used to using one of these in a while, but we'll see how it goes, guys. Getting some bits off, guys, not going too badly. So guys, the next part is to get these big sticks like that. And this is going to be the main fuel to our fire once all that kindling and tinder has been lit. So these are all harvested just from the bigger area with lots of trees. And this is how it's cut, just using that wee knife there. And they're very, very dry and not too difficult to break this time round. The rain has been off for a while, so it's been quite good to get the wood harvested and stuff like that. So we'll get all these done and then we'll get the fire started. I'm looking forward to that, guys. And then Anne's actually over there preparing all the vegetables and all the ingredients like that, which is spot on too. We're all getting a wee bit hungry now, I think. So we've got the jackfruit, coconut, we've got our fire, and we've got our vegetables prepared. So we're gonna get ready soon, guys. There she is. There's all the coconut that was prepared earlier too, guys. And our veggies. We've also got Nutella that looks like salt.
Yeah,
just kidding. Yeah, and then we've got all our coconut. And I think we've got the boyo, or the boa, sorry, that's mixed in with that as well. So it'll give it a wee extra flavour that we're not always going to get, guys. That was that other thing I was showing you earlier. So it's all good in the hood.
Yeah. Onion, ginger, and chili, and magic syrup.
And is this the stuff that's going to make it taste really, really good?
Yeah.
Magic syrup, guys.
Green chili.
Green chili.
Yeah, to add more. This one.
Can't
then
get fresher than that,
this
can you?
one. Yeah.
Look at that, guys. And this one too. But we only need the one, yeah?
Yeah, you got that.
You want this too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then for green chili. But this one is pressed. The two one it's from the market, not from here.
Ah, okay. So this way around, we're getting more farm to plate, farm to table, freshly sourced, guys.
There's only two. I need to wash first.
Very nice. So guys, this is palm oil. Some of you guys don't know what this is, but pretty much it grows from a tree, and it's the fruit. It's part of what the tree bears, and it's actually full of palm oil. Funny, we were talking about the Nutella earlier because it's got lots of palm oil in it, but this is actually what that's extracted from, all that stuff there. But it's really, really good for basically starting fires because of the oil content that's in it. So it's just gonna burn for a long time, kind of like a candle, if you know what I mean. But as long as the wind's not gonna catch us, guys, that's pretty straightforward how that part's done. And it will stay alight for about 2 to 3 minutes, probably, just for that one bit. And then once it's going, we can get our tinder and kindling on. And then it should pretty much start blazing soon. There's the wind picking up a little bit now, guys. But it's starting to smell like it's taking. It's looking like it's taking. And there's those wee bits there just getting put on. And this is it. This is the big flipping log that the wire rack here is set on top of to basically set the big pan on later. And that's the way you do it here, guys. You cook with all the fuel around you. You source the lighting from a tree instead of, well, we've cheated a little bit with the lighter. That's just the modernism of living in a province, instead of having to use I suppose maybe something like this one, but like a natural version of this. This is to sharpen the knife, but I know that sometimes you can get a bit of metal and scrape stuff off it to start a fire and things like that. Meanwhile, the pig is taking a piss over here, so that's just how it goes, doing its thing. Farm life living, guys, free range pork, obviously. And then there's the smoke actually getting a wee bit better now underneath there. And yeah, it's starting to take a wee bit, guys. Very, very good. Okay guys, so Anne has told me to start squishing all this jackfruit, mango beans, and we're going to do that to put the coconut in it afterwards. So Anne, if you show these guys just what I'm doing. Come on close to the plate. Okay, so we're getting all that. That's the seeds in here. Some of that's the seeds. There's the seeds actually just falling out. And we're using up everything and getting it all amalgamated together. Is there any more reason why we're doing that, Anne? As in, other than to just mix it?
Yeah, mix.
Okay, and then is it just the coconut water milk being poured into this afterwards?
Yeah.
Right. Guys, my first time, the fire is roaring behind us, so we're getting prepared. It's getting closer and closer. I'm not sure how much mix I've got to get this done, but I suppose I'll just keep on doing it and hope for the best. And I hope that it does taste good too, guys. Now, I can't say that anything smells particularly good right at this moment. It's just all raw ingredients and smoke from the fire. So that's what I'm getting, and that's the best way I can describe it for you guys right now. But hopefully soon, I'll be able to describe better flavours. For 2 glasses you're getting, so this is one mix, and then the second mix we're getting it done again.
Then I squish again for first cook. Then if nearly done to cook the coconut, then I add the other 1 glass, this one.
Ah, okay. But this is basically the freshest way you can get the coconut milk, guys, because usually back in the shops or whatever, you buy these in tins, or even sometimes here on you can get the Coco Mama.
Coco Mama.
Yeah, which is pretty much just this, guys, but it's just been done in a factory. But that's essentially what it's made of. Plus, in the Cocoa Mama one, you're not always going to get that extra sort of coconut seed, so we'll probably taste a wee bit of a different flavour because of that. But looking at that, it's getting all squished, and that's all the milk that we want. So this is going for round 2 then, in the plate. So we get all this milk, we put it back in, we'll get some of this water. We'll show you what we do, guys, in a moment here. How are you, Cleo? Are you okay? Are you getting ready to eat some coconut?
Why coconut?
You want to eat coconut on its own? Only coconut? Whoa, the fire is going now. I think that the actual coconuts, speaking of coconuts, are the things which are actually taking fire now. So these things, they're made into charcoal, guys, but if you've got a hot enough fire, you can pretty much just set them on fire that way, and then they essentially turn into the charcoal there. With the heat of that, like. So we can get a coconut on top, and that'll make a charcoal, essentially. Isn't that right? All good? So this would probably taste quite good already. Like, can I just drink that?
Not all, don't drink.
No? What does it smell like?
Because your tummy going bad.
It does smell very, very good, guys, to be fair. It just smells like coconut milk out of the tin. That's exactly what it's like.
But this one is a pressed coconut.
Yeah. Okay, so we're getting our coconut strained through then using this sieve sort of technique we've got on. Earlier, guys, Anne's already put some of the magic syrup and also some of the salt. You can maybe see in there too. So all that is going to be amalgamated in and start giving it that nice flavour. Very nice, Anne.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. I'll get out of your way here. So around we go.
Mix a little bit.
Make sure you get right underneath and pull it all up. I can see all the coconut going right to the bottom there, guys. All that juice. And then around this side I think needs done. Okay. So now, you got it there in one piece, it didn't fall.
Yeah.
After 8 months away.
Going cold, this one.
I know, I think it was set up pretty well, to be honest, guys. And you, Anne. Yeah. And you set it on quite well. And to be fair, it doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Right, guys, this is it. So this is the finished product right here, filled with coconut milk, as you can see inside that. Now, I've just watched you pour your coconut milk from your bowl into your rice.
Yeah.
This is how you'd recommend it. Rightio, guys, I'm just going to copy her and pretty much do what I've just seen. So that was this, and over my rice I go. So this is all the coconutty flavour mixed in with all the vegetables, I presume. And let's get her all over, guys. Okay, so this is pretty much the concoction of the mixture of everything that we've seen go into that. That's what we're looking at. Now it's still piping hot, and there are still some of the seeds now which should be soft. Here's one of them right there too. Now these are the things I was saying that actually taste different earlier. Compared to all the other ones, you'll get one seed which tastes different than another one, even though it's all part of the same jackfruit plant. And yeah, that's just something that shocked me a wee bit, you know. Excuse me, my mouth is watering. I'm quite hungry myself, so I'm actually going to get some of this over. That's the mungo beans, the ginger, and the jackfruit mixed in with the magic syrup and the onion as well. And let's get a good amount there, guys, just to get it on top. And let's give it a try. What are you thinking of yours? Have you had a mouthful yet, or is it still piping?
It's good. Still warm.
A little bit. I'm just going to give it a good old blow, guys. Okay, guys, let's see. What's this like? Okay.
What taste?
It tastes like what I've just described. The ginger and the coconut are really coming through. I like the fact that there's more coconut milk in the rice already because it just makes it easier then, once you've got that bottom layer of your rice, to just, you know, get more of that flavour. I see a bit of ginger here too. So, I'm going to get a bit more of that because I feel like I do want more of that mixed in with the coconut, you know.
But it's the first time to eat again here in Palawan.
You've missed this sort of food.
Yeah.
You've been talking about this,
Yeah.
guys. Anna's been yap in my ear. I need to try jackfruit. I need to have coconut. And every time I've ever seen a jackfruit in the supermarket, she's like, yeah, but no coconut. And then I'm like, oh, okay, we can't get that then. Yeah, but now we're back and you're getting your food on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 months. No
8 months.
jackfruit.
Yeah, I know we've seen it, but we never actually got it. But yeah, very good, guys. That's how it's done in the province, and it's turned out spectacularly. So yeah,